All right. So, what is this Blockstream stuff you were telling me about? No, hold on. First, what I know about it, um, satellites being used to transfer Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, so Bitcoin network is on the internet.
Right.
And so Blockstream has launched 5 satellites into space. And instead of having to connect to the internet to make a Bitcoin transaction, if you have any really small satellite dish, you can connect to the Blockstream satellite and make Bitcoin transactions. So I could send you Bitcoin and I don't have to use the internet. I could use a satellite.
So, how hard is that for me at my house?
Well, I mean, I just watched this video of this guy in Japan and he made his own satellite. Now, I don't know how technical he is or how technical it is, and I haven't checked Blockstream's website to see if they sell them, but I could see
That's
someone
gotta,
selling this type of satellite.
yeah, that's gotta be pretty expensive, right? To send 5 satellites in orbit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure they take a network fee.
Let's circle back to this company.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely keep our eye on it. But dude, it's crazy because in America we may not care
Oh, I know. We absolutely don't care.
because we don't need to use the satellite.
I
But
know,
if
but
you look at all the people around the world that don't have internet,
and when you go to their website, they show you a map, excuse me, of the 5 satellites
yeah.
of where they hit. I want to say there's only maybe 2 or 3 areas that it doesn't hit in the whole world.
Oh really? See, I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, yeah, I'll have to show it to you.
Yeah, but it's crazy. So, and this is going to be big for Bitcoin because all these people who didn't have access to Bitcoin now, and it's about over 2
Now they
billion
have,
people, they don't need internet.
and now they have a chance.
So think of like a small town in a developing country. So we'll say like I don't know,
Ghana,
yeah, Ghana.
for real?
Okay, and so we're out there in the middle of nowhere in a small town. Only one person really needs a satellite, and you can use just any basic old laptop,
And just
a fifty
transfer.
dollar laptop, and everyone in town. It could just be a community money transfer system.
Yeah, you think the government's gonna let that happen over there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It'd be hard to
I
stop,
know,
which
I
I don't
know.
know.
We'll see. But that to me, when I heard that, I was like, what it like? What is this?
Dude. It's crazy. I mean, Bitcoin satellite. People think that Bitcoin's a scam or it's worthless. I mean, you can connect to the network
Yeah.
through your own satellite. I think it empowers people because now that's just one less thing we got
Now
to
you don't
rely
need the
on.
internet.
Yeah, don't need the internet.
I'd always thought to myself, how could Bitcoin be taken down? And I was like, oh, well, if the internet got taken down, but
Yeah, that you're exactly right. That was the biggest knock on it.
yeah,
If the internet shuts down, can't use Bitcoin.
oops.
Yeah, now now it don't matter. I mean, it's wild.
How, man, I bet that's easy marketing for that company.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
hey, we threw 5 satellites up in orbit. Come see what we do.
and I mean, you're a marketing guru,
I
correct?
mean, nah, I'm not gonna say guru. I love it though.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, what do you think some of the biggest mistakes blockchain companies and maybe especially these ICOs as we look past over 2018, what was one of the biggest mistakes they made with their marketing?
To me, when I look at social media, social media is obviously the number one to me the marketing path or strategy companies should be doing. But to be more specific, I don't think enough of these blockchain companies are using Instagram enough. Everybody is on Twitter and Facebook, but on Instagram you don't really see a lot of cryptocurrency companies, or not even currency, but just blockchain companies in general, advertising, trying to get their name out there, when really I think Instagram is maybe second to Facebook in the United States as far as social media
Do
platforms.
you think that has anything to do with the? Because remember, Facebook banned crypto ads.
And they did, but they've eased up on that
Yeah, you're right.
now.
They have eased up
They've
on
eased
it,
up, and they do let certain companies run ads.
and I've seen it. I think you got to apply for
And
permission to post them, but they do allow you to do
but
it.
just not even that, like the way you hashtag on Instagram, you know, the number one selling thing on the internet right now is women's fashion.
Hmm.
If you go look at a women's fashion Instagram post, you'll see, and not just women's fashion, just fashion in general, you'll see, I don't know, maybe 40 hashtags. and they're all of they know exactly who they're hitting, who their target audience is. I don't see that in blockchain on Instagram.
You don't see them trying to hit those target
No, I just see them
audiences.
post. Every now and then you'll see a company post a picture, a couple hashtags, and
Nothing important though.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Well, what are the most popular age groups on Instagram?
Well, I guess it depends on where you're at. Now, if you
Let's
look
say United States.
the United States, now I'm not 100% on this, but I would say for Instagram, you're looking probably 16 to 30,
And
around that
so
range.
that's kind of a group that would be most likely to adopt some sort of blockchain technology because they're more familiar with technology than people,
I mean, I'm absolutely.
30 and above, the average person that age. So
This and this technology, this kind of stuff, just it hit us hard, fast, and so yeah, a lot of these people are just now kind of getting introduced to it.
So Instagram would definitely be a very useful marketing tool for social media marketing. Would you say?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, definitely something we think blockchain companies should look into.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be utilized far more, I think. I mean, not even just ads, but getting creative on there with your content. Posting videos that will go viral.
Getting engagement.
Yeah, engagement. There you go. Sticking to talking to the customer. It doesn't matter who comments on your stuff. You got to write back. You got to talk back.
Yep.
Have to.
That's why you're the guru. All right. Let's get a little crazy here. Now, remember, if you listen to this show, all right, this is just strictly our opinions, and we own some of the coins we talk about. Now, none of these cryptos, we're not paid any cryptos to do this show. No. Okay, so no one's paying us to market or anything like that. They're currencies. But we do invest in some of those coins we talk about on the show. So a little disclaimer that whatever we say is our opinion, and do not invest based off anything on this show.
I mean, we like the coin.
Be smart. Yeah.
Our opinion.
All right, so what do you think is going to happen with Bitcoin's price in the next month?
1 month?
1 month.
1 month, I bet we'll see a little surge. Probably to, I don't know. We'll see a surge. Maybe to 5K.
You think in this month we'll see 5K?
Towards the end of the month. No,
okay.
Wait. No, not December. I'm thinking January.
So by the end, of January.
By the end of January, I'm thinking a surge between 4,500 and 5K.
Okay. So you're very bullish on short term.
Short term bullish. But now we have to break a certain area.
Yeah.
And it's not. And from what you just pulled up on the computer, it's not looking good.
Well, today was ugly. But we were able to enjoy.
We stayed above a certain spot. We stayed above support.
We were able to enjoy Christmas. Now after Christmas, I guess everybody. What was the excuse last year? Everybody sold their Bitcoin for birthday presents or something like that.
Yeah,
some dumb excuse.
Back, and then it was Chinese New Year, and then it was God, who knows? It was some what are those events, Ethereum thing that needed to go on or something. I don't know.
Something crazy, but yeah, today's been ugly. All right, well.
But it was good to wake up and see Ethereum at 150. When I saw that, I was like, oh.
Yeah. No, it did back down. Ethereum's like 75. I think Ethereum's up over the week, to be honest with you. All right, well, okay, before we get off track, what's your price prediction over 6 months?
6 months? 6 months, it changes because there's a lot that needs to happen between month 1 and 3 that's going to change my mind. Depending on what happens, I mean, if we can hold support and bust over that 5K. I mean, what did I say, 5K earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Then I think it's pretty bullish. Maybe like 8K.
Or see.
But no, I'm not saying 8K. Those I'm not saying 8K.
All right, we'll quote you on that.
There's stuff that could happen between that could shoot it down, and it's hard to say. But if I had to say in 6 months, I'm just gonna say.
All right, let me give you this: over under 8K. If you had to bet money. Under 8K. Okay, all right.
I like that. Yeah. Stick with that.
I mean,
start off with that.
You're right. You can't be quoted on your price prediction because you don't know what's going to happen to the market.
Absolutely.
And if someone does, they're probably not going to give you their opinion because if they know for a fact what's going to happen, they're going to be betting on the winning side. So it's a prediction. It's fun. It is based off some facts because stuff like Blockstream. I mean, that's going to influence the spread of crypto, okay? And I think over the month we may see it dip under 3,000. You know, that's
If it dips under 3,000, it won't be by much.
yeah. I mean,
29.
I could foresee 2,800 in the next upcoming month. I do think it's going to keep going down. 6 months, I think we're going to be back up. You know, I don't think something too crazy. 5,000, 5,500.
It really depends. I mean, if you look at the chart, we're showing what's called basically an upside down head and shoulders, which is a long term bullish signal.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't pan out, then
Yeah.
it can come out to something not
Who
so
knows?
good.
1,500.
Well, exactly. Shoot it back down because, like I said, we still haven't tested below that 3K. If you go look at Coinbase's chart on TradingView,
Yeah.
Coinbase's chart, technically it got down to 2,990. So technically, in this year, we haven't broke 3K. So technically, we haven't broke that.
I see what you're saying. Well, what's interesting about it is you look at the chart, and if you take out just the super price jump of 2017, it looks like it's corrected.
Yeah. It just looks like if you just took that
Yeah.
big ass thing,
You take that chunk out, and
steady up.
it's not a bad chart. So I mean, the correction seems to be there, and it's becoming more and more popular. It's just a matter of time. And you talk about how long it takes for payment systems to become mass adopted. PayPal took forever.
This is gonna overthrow like a lot of things. So I mean, this is coiling up right now.
And I think over the year we will see, I think double digits.
Yeah.
Over 10K.
Yeah.
I'd give over 10K in one calendar year. So we go January 1st, 2020. I think it's over 10K, maybe higher. Who knows?
Yeah. Predictions. Opinions.
All right. So in this segment, we're gonna throw 5 coins at each other.
Okay.
You don't know what coins we're gonna pick.
Okay.
All right. And you got to tell me: are you buying or are you selling?
Okay. And then just tell you buy or sell.
Buy or sell. We'll take turns on this one.
All right.
All right. So we'll start off something easy. Bitcoin. Buy or sell?
I'm buying. I'm buying. What?
Why? Why are you buying?
I'm buying, man. Next one.
Did
You
you-
already know why I'm buying. No, come on. I'm buying.
Okay. All right. What about IOTA?
I'm selling.
You have reason?
No reason. I
Just
just
don't know
I don't know enough about them.
I did throw a curveball at you. I haven't really researched IOTA either.
I'm just not about that.
All right. I got a good one for you.
Tell me.
Tron.
I'm buying. Oh, I'm buying.
I mean, we both have bought.
I couldn't believe. Okay, look. So let's be real. He started a company, and he built a blockchain. All of that within a year.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it was faster than a year. That main net was up in June, I think, June 1st. That's like 8 months, 9 months.
And what I see, it was over 1 million. Was it wallets or was it
I
transactions?
was just about to say that. How many users does he have? Not users, because I know everyone's going to look to monthly users.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the real. I don't think that's that's the teller.
So you're buying.
Yeah.
I think I would definitely agree with that.
Okay, my turn.
All right, what you got for me?
Okay. How about Pundy?
Buying. 100% buying.
I know.
Okay, do you follow? He goes by Zac on Twitter. He's the CEO of PundyX, MPXX.
Yes.
Okay, every day he's selling someone another PundyX POS machine. They're using. This is one of the most used current cryptocurrencies, other than like Bitcoin, for a payment system.
Yeah.
I'm buying that 100%.
Yeah.
And it's at a good price. And another thing I like about it is
Ian Bellina was with his.
Yeah, Ian Bellina did an interview with the guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he showed me something I didn't know.
What was that?
Their cell phone. You saw that they're making a cell phone.
Oh, they
made a cell phone.
I saw they were making
Bitcoin cell phone.
An app.
Yeah, no, they made an actual cell phone because they looked at their POS, right? Their point of sale, and they said, okay, look, we have this thing that essentially can make phone calls, but all we're using it for is to send transactions. So let's just They made their own real quick. They said it was an easy make.
Oh my goodness. I'm buying.
Yeah. So okay, all right. So look,
What do you got for me now?
all right. So next one. How about all right. So how about Zilliqa?
Yeah, I'm buying. If you like Ethereum, you should like Zilliqa. And I think the price is good right now for a cent.
Yeah. What?
And the market, if Bitcoin goes down, everything's gonna get down with it. But it's a faster Ethereum, very similar blockchains. I'm definitely buying at that price.
Yeah, agree. I like them. I like them. Go
What is?
ahead.
All right, you want to switch sides now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, IOST.
Buying.
Yeah.
Okay, you just gonna ask me everyone I'm gonna buy, right? Buying.
Yeah. All right.
I'm buying them because their team is constantly turning out work, and they have just a solid team, solid team. I think I saw the other day that they were hanging out at Google's complex, doing stuff at Google's complex. I'm not saying they're doing stuff. I'm just saying.
I think they're gonna reel in some big fish.
Yeah.
Big time corporations.
Agreed.
All right, I got one for you. Bitcoin SB, aka Bitcoin Cash B.
So no, yeah, I'm selling, man. I'm just that's a split from the Bitcoin Jesus he calls himself. I mean, it's obvious what's going on over there, so I'm good.
I 100% agree with you. There's too much craziness. I mean, when the coin's forked 3 times, and that's horrible for a crypto.
A lot of drama, a lot of stuff over there. One side doing this, one side.
Well, when you say you're decentralized, you're not. That's you're already lying. It's controlled by them, and it's something I'm gonna sell.
I agree. What do you? Let me get you with one. How about XRP?
I'm selling. It's just they have a payment system, but it's just not what they're talking about. To me, they have just the weirdest campaigns that they're just kind of throwing out stuff that's not true.
Did you see that Ashton Kutcher had invested in them? He's a part of this big fund that they invest in tech companies. They invested in that Acorn app that invests in smaller mutual funds, I think, for you. But I think I'm buying.
Are you buying?
I think I'm buying. And the reason why, though, is just because I hear about the motherfuckers. Sorry. Everywhere. Like, I hear about them all the time. And they're constantly doing stuff. I see them everywhere in the crypto space. And yeah, I know what you're saying, though, about what their blockchain is and how they're going to say they're using it or whatever. But I just think for making money wise, I think I'll buy it.
Straight up investment. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with trying to make money. Nah. All right.
But on a side note, my favorite coin, Stellar.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite coin, hands down.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm definitely buying Stellar. All right. Well, you got one more for me.
Okay.
Make it a good one.
All right. EOS.
EOS. Man, I'm selling that. It's just too much stuff going on with that. I mean, it's too many people have a stake in it, and they have too much of a stake in it, so they just have too much voting power. It's just kind of getting away from being decentralized, and just nothing really going on with the coin. I think there's just better blockchains out there.
Agreed.
And so I'm definitely selling on EOS.
I could sit here. We could do this all day. I could do this all day.
All right, we'll save some for next week.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so with that being said, how do you structure a fundraiser without being considered an ICO?
Man, I think one of the biggest problems, 2018 was just these ICOs, and they didn't really have a product. And so they were basically selling securities, unregistered securities, and that's what the SEC has been kind of going after. And a lot of people were complaining, and a lot of them were scams and just various things that weren't really legal.
Yeah.
And so I think the same thing can be done, but I think you need to sell your product in advance and not in investment.
Okay.
So if you ever been on Kickstarter?
Yep.
Okay, so if you go to Kickstarter, that allows you to create a company, and you can sell that company's product. But before you actually, sell the product, you can fundraise, and what you offer people is that product at a discount. So let's say I'm selling T-shirts.
Yep.
All right, I can sell you a T-shirt 25% off, and I can do that. A big fundraising campaign. Let's say $50,000.
Yep.
And if I reach that goal, I can use that money to make the product, and then I deliver it to all the people
Right.
who
Yeah.
paid in. All right, and so that's not a investment opportunity. That's not an investment contract like the SEC likes to say.
True.
It's just you fundraising money, and you're selling your product ahead of time. So it's perfectly legal. Okay, so if with these blockchain companies, if you can find a product that you can sell pre-sale, and you're not selling a security, you can use a decentralized network like Ethereum, do your fundraising, use that money to make your product all 100% legal.
And if you don't sell it all, then everybody gets their money back.
Yeah, and so just like on these, similar crowdfunding website, if you don't reach your goal, everybody gets funded back. Now, the one thing you want to use something like Ethereum for is you'll save so much money in fees.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because Kickstarter and other companies like that, they charge, and I don't know the exact amount. I'll say a good ballpark, but 3 to 8% in fees. Yeah, that's a large chunk. And a lot of people don't know this, but when you fundraise money like this, you also have to pay taxes on it because you did make a sell. You know what I'm saying? It was a transaction.
True.
When you start doing these third-party platforms, you get a huge chunk of your fundraising money taken out.
Yeah.
Use a network like Ethereum.
That makes sense.
Costs a couple dollars and it's all it doesn't require a third party. It's all in the smart contract.
That makes sense. Do you know any company that offers this type of thing?
Crusader.
Plug.
And I know the guys who own it.
Plug.
All right, but Crusader.com, this is one of our services, is fundraising, and help set it up, decentralized, legal fundraising, so that companies aren't selling, securities. Now,
absolutely.
Little disclaimer on this thing is we're not lawyers, okay? So you always need to check with legal counsel if you are going to do any fundraising, and that's one thing we provide. We try to provide you with a legal opportunity to fundraise money for your business and not sell securities, okay? So Crusader.com is a great place to go. Now, one last thing if we want to end on.
Cowboys.
All right.
Cowboys.
Can we win a playoff game?
We're gonna have to. We'll get them. We're gonna get either Seattle or Minnesota at home.
Yeah.
I think Seattle beat us already this year.
Or maybe
right?
the Eagles.
Will we get the Eagles?
There's a chance. There's a chance.
God.
I think it's gonna be. It's like 90. ESPN had like 97%. They're gonna play Seattle at home.
So if it's Seattle, I like that because they bodied us in Seattle this year.
That kind of worries me.
That makes me kind of happy because we got young guys. They play a little bit better with their back against the wall with a little chip on the shoulder.
I think our defense versus our offense. I like that matchup. I think our offense could fare better versus their defense.
Even better question for you. Are you starting the starters this weekend?
They are running out the first play, and I'm going from there.
Yeah.
I think you try to win because
I think you play I think you play this like the third game of the preseason.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think that's exactly how you play this game. You go out there, you play. If they out there smashing, shit look like it's getting like a crazy ass hitting game or something, let's get Zeke out.
I mean,
I
would probably rest.
Zeke should be rest. I think 100.
The only thing with the offense, I don't know if I'd rest Zeke. I'd probably limit his carries.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But this is my opinion on the offense.
I don't want us to stall.
They need that rep.
Oh, I know.
They need the work. So as much as I want to see these guys rest, they need the reps. This offense has to get better if they want to win playoff games.
The three things that I want to see this week, 3 things. That offense a little bit better. I need to see Scott Linehan open this playbook. I know we've been saying this for weeks, bro. It's like it hurts him to call a zone or a zone read.
I just think he gets too cute. Like his plays are so complex.
You remember that play they ran in the red zone? It was like on first down and some sort of reverse thing. I was like, oh my.
We're trying to get too cute. I mean, I like opening it up, run Prescott. Maybe not this week, but I mean next week really start running him. But yeah, we got to open that up.
Last thing, our defense, Rex.
Super Bowl defense with a first round tripped over offense.
No, he's all right, man. He's all right. I like that. 'Cause I really think Scott Linehan's holding our offense back.
I think he's gone no matter what. After this year, no matter
prediction.
Short of NFC Championship,
Yeah.
he's gone.
Yep.
Even if he wins Super Bowl, probably have to get rid of him. But odds are he ain't gonna.
Jerry be ready to let him own 3% of the team after that.
$100 million contract.
God.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to Block Nation. This was a Thursday night crypto podcast. Check us out. What's your Twitter handle?
Zac. I think it's Zac_Lowry.
Zac_Lowry. I'm at Drew Crusader. Check us out, crusader.com. All right, we're selling a lot of services for startup companies and blockchain companies.
We're providing a lot of services for startups, medium, and blockchain companies.
Check us out if you need help starting up your business, getting it off the ground, fundraising, whatever that may be. Also, check out our blog, Crusader/Block Nation. Thanks for tuning in.
Holla.